Zimbabwe's police say Tuesday it had arrested 95 people after a day of protests called by opponents of President Emerson Mnangagwa. The group of
Yes, human beings. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
To the launch of the World Investment Report 2024.
Yes, as you can hear, it is the World
and those
Investment.
online participating in this launch.
And as I've always said,
we have with us Secretary General Rebecca.
Land friend there is saying World Investment.
Head of the Investment
World
Research
Investment
Branch, Richard Baldwin. Secretary General will address you briefly with a general overview of the main findings
Let's go and see what this investment, because I would remind men and women that we are here again. Let's see today.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the launch of the World Investment Report 2024. Welcome to those here offline.
That was last year,
and those online.
And we saw that in the 11th century,
news conference,
men and women spent colossal sums of money on nuclear weapons and weapons.
Head of the investment.
And I said, no, that is a bad investment. Look for us. Look at us.
Secretary General with
I am a tree. An investor,
overview
an investor in human interest, not in destruction interest, but in human interest, healthy interest. So we keep on, let's look for Mama. Mama, where are you today? Mama, where did you go to see how men have invested in the beauty of life? Where can we go? And, let's go to the Senate first and see what the Senate says. Yeah? The Senate, and yes, I'll go to the Senate and see what my beautiful daughters and...
As a little girl, growing up in Chippewa Falls,
yes, my
I
mother
never could
here
have
became a giant.
that I'd be taking on the richest man in the world.
Ladies are very, very good to do judge, because if a lady who carries a worm for 9 months makes a judgment, that would be a very respectable judgment.
Up and said loudly,
I would wish all politicians, women, are the only people allowed to sit on the Senate. Either on the Senate or in the House of Commons. Men should be thrown out of these places called parliaments. All men should never walk on the seats of parliament or Senate or you name it, whatever they call institutions of governance. Because why do I say that? Because women have more knowledge about life than men. Men, they have knowledge about crafting weapons and this and that. But women, they produce a human being. A human being sits in the womb of a woman for 9 months. If a woman was a senator who will make a decision to protect her child. But a man who doesn't know how difficult to carry a child in her womb, in a womb, he will do what he will do is wake up and say, what we get as our future inheritance for our future generations. You know what he will do? He will run in every warehouse and pile up weapons after weapons after weapon. And he forgets even about planting trees. But a woman who says, it's a mother who collects the food, the fruits, to feed her child, her baby in the womb, to feed herself, to feed even the so-called man that she calls her a man. So that way, I would advise, because I told you mothers, you my beautiful mothers, do you know how important it is to be a mother, a woman? Because you carry a woman, a child for 9 months. And carrying a child for 9 months, you are the one who when she wakes up, you imagine sometimes when we are born, first of all, the mother cannot sleep. She carries you for 9 months, And the first 3 months, sometimes the baby cries every day, day and night. So if a mother, a woman like that who sits on the Senate, she'll make a decision that if she was in her proper senses, in a conscious mind, she'll make a decision that all women and all children should always respect and enjoy the beauty of living human beings, not being abused. Because my mother wouldn't come out of nowhere and say, "Oh, my baby, I'm going to slap you on the left turn the right cheek and I slap turn the left cheek and I slap." No, your mother wouldn't do that. If she saw you doing it to her son, a toddler of 5 years old, she would do anything, crush your head. Yeah, is that so, Mama? If a mother saw you trying to, the time you tell your child, turn the left cheek, slap it, and turn the right cheek and slap it, the mother will go for the hammer, and she bump it, bust it on your head and say, "What a foolish man. You know what it is to carry a worm for 9 months? What do you wait until my boy is about 16 and say, we are recruiting for army officers to fight to go where? Recruiting what? To go in the jungle of New York and get an assault rifle and spray it all over innocent little girls?" Yeah, my mother. That's what when we were watching the news yesterday of a judge, my mother who became a judge on the assembly. I don't know whether in Wisconsin. I said, I wish every woman knew how important they are and how beautiful this religion of Islam gave them the beauty to understand the human in their bodies, the life in the beauty of life. Because life is a religion. If you become a judge and you make that judgment, that judgment will catch up with you, isn't it? So, me, I was a senator for many, many years. I was a member of parliament in the House of Commons for many, many years. I was a soldier in the Second World War, First World War. I was everything for many. 11 centuries I've been kind of recording this thing. I say, these boys are the so-called modern times. I said to Mama, when I went to fight Second World War, after for many years I did not see my mama. I was lost in the wilderness because when I was born in Sheffield in England, when I went to fight the Second World War, my plane was shot and I wasn't able to return. When it was shot, I was scared, I was presumed dead. So I went all the way. At that time when my plane was shot, as I said, I told you, it was like a flash of a light. After that, I found myself, I was a 5-year-old little boy in Palestine. I stayed there with my grandma and my granddad, and my mama was there. But the day the Europeans and the Israelis came and took over Palestine, which became Israel, that's the last day I remember being, that's the last day I became, I lost my whatever, and I went in further down in the wilderness. And I became a black man, because when I was in Palestine, I was a white boy. Like the same time when I was in Sheffield and Devon, I was a white boy. After that, it took me a long time to look for Mama. When I found Mama, she says, my son, where do broken hearts go? I said, Mama, where do broken hearts go? Mama said, the broken hearts, they go to their Creator, the most holy, glorified Almighty Allah, and say, yeah, Allah, what is it that we made us become things that are worthless? Because when you are worthless, you find a Holocaust, an entertainment program on TV screen. You invest in hazards, deadly hazards, like weapons of mass destruction. So in 2024, men said, the UN said, what this program? Yeah, you saw when we began the program, said we're going to 2024 investment. So after a long time, my mama used to say, my son, I'm being drained out, I'm dying. And the children don't understand the human being say, no, we want to test this weapon with this weapon because it's mesmerizing to our. We have advanced. They go and explode a nuclear weapon somewhere and say we are testing it. Mama said, my beautiful son, can't tell these boys that if I start crying and wailing, they find it very uncomfortable to live on this planet. Because for years, for centuries, I made everyone very happy. Mother, Dunya, the man, Mama said, oh. So with that, I say, we are talking about health. We're looking about health investments and what is the best investment? You look at yourself. What would you classify as your best investment for your future generations? Is it a nuclear warhead, a weapon of mass destruction, or a forest? A forest, for instance, like we have been sitting in the Amazon for many, many centuries, making it one of the most beautiful investment from humans and other creatures. But time after time, men invaded the Amazon. They started raping the Amazon, raping the oceans, raping each and everything that they came across because they say, we are in modern times. When they rape, you know what they do? They go and they do what you call, cognac tons. My man gathers a ton of cognac. Cognac is an alcoholic, whatever. Another one gathers a ton of gun work. Another gathers a ton of gold bars. I said, those things, Mama, they left scars on Mama's face, Mama's skin. Mama. I said, Mama, me have been kind of put in a position where I ask, what favors of Allah do you men and women deny? Which favors of Allah? Which favors of Allah do you men and women deny? Living in a very luxurious environment which is peaceful, no bombs, no ballistic missiles, no rocket artillery like what it was in Second World War, First World War, then cyber war. I said, Mama, these are kids of more what you call the 21st century. We must do something. We must kind of take them to whatever. And I say I came back to see the liberal wins,
As a little girl,
yes,
growing up in Chippewa Falls,
yeah,
I never could have imagined that I'd be taking on the richest man in the world.
And Mama too. Forgive me if I'm making a broken NLO to put on the screen of my looking at the 11th century. I'm just trying to show women how beautiful it is to recognize that you're the most beautiful creations that are allowed to sit in as parliament members. If you sit as a member of parliament, as a mother, you know what you are representing, who you represent.
Good morning. This is Horizon's Middle East and Africa, our top stories this morning.
What is it, Mama?
Countdown. President Trump to announce his sweeping, quote, reciprocal tariffs later today.
Let me go to see, Mama.
Finalizing the size and scope of the levies. Markets fluctuate into the tariff announcement.
Okay, now we went to see the federal health workers who are labor. And why do you think, because we're talking about health, we are talking about health. Health is very important to each and every one of you, but if you are reckless and you don't know what you are, you don't know what your health means to you, you don't know what your health means, let's listen.
Why these workers say it is the most vulnerable in other communities, our communities that may be hurt the most. And their families, along with tens of thousands of others, were rounded up and forced into internment camps during World War II.
It was unfair. It was racist.
You need to remember this.
Yes, these are 11th centuries. And let's see what Mama here says.
Among herself, Ms. Pedersen. Gentleman from Colorado is recognized for 2.5
Yeah, look here, we are in the Senate.
Thank you to my friend for yielding.
We are in the
And
Senate.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in
Mama
strong
Ma is a
opposition to
good
this rule,
Senate.
which restricts moms and dads from doing their jobs after welcoming a new child. Like so many of our colleagues, it's one of my greatest honors to be a mom. I have 2 little boys, a son named Davis, who's 5, and my little guy here, Sam, who's now 9 weeks old. It's also one of my greatest honors to have been elected by my constituents to represent them in Congress. And I can tell you, after being a mom here and being only the 13th member to have ever
Yes, my friends, my good friends, human beings. Did you see that Mama, she's a mother? And also she knows how it is to represent my beautiful brothers here. Listen to this. Listen.
Gentleman from Colorado is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Thank you to my friend for yielding. And Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong opposition to this rule, which restricts moms and dads from doing their jobs after welcoming a new child. Like so many of our colleagues, it's one of my greatest honors to be a mom. I have 2 little boys, a son named Davis, who's 5, and my little guy here, Sam, who's now 9 weeks old. It's also one of my greatest honors to have been elected by my constituents to represent them in Congress. And I can tell you, after being a mom here and being only the 13th member to have ever...
You see, what we are talking about, we're talking about her investment, health, because this is a Forbes News, whatever. Being a mother is a very, very good thing for every woman. It's supposed to be like that. Every woman is a mother. They are entitled that, they are given that by Allah, the most holy, glorified, Almighty Allah. But how do you handle being honored by Allah to be a mother on this planet? One, you've got to know what is the true religion from which you are given that honor. And that true religion, that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam. If you have to use medical research and what have you, how a human becomes into existence, everything point to Islam. I will not kind of drama, whatever, very much. I wish there was something like I can show you which depicts natural living, whatever. Maybe that way we can look at that natural living beauty and approve and understand what Islam means, or what this interpretation means to you as a mother and as a prospect mother or whatever in the future, as a Senate. Yes, we are going to look at this beautiful living object here. We are going to use this living object here to prove that Islam is indeed the most holy, beautiful religion. This is an orange. This is what? An orange. An orange is a product which is something which is a fruit which comes off a tree. The tree produces this. You see, it's oval. Do you know what letter Q means? Letter Q means Quran. To those who did not know, letter Q means Quran. Practically, this would, if you were to have a sense in you, a conscious sense, you'd look at this orange as a letter Q. A letter Q, which is a product, or let's say it's the memory feature. It's the memory feature of the tree, or a tree called an orange tree, which produces, when it says Allah, it's the, whatever it produces as an orange tree is an oval object, sweet, succulent, and very sweet, with measured and very beautiful, natural balanced sugars, natural balanced, whatever that it is, because the memory feature that Mother Planet Earth produces when she gives evidence to human beings is living, practical living memory features of fruits, living fruits from a living tree. When a tree, an orange tree grows, it starts with a seed which stands on a stem, And with a stem, it says, Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion. Why me, as an orange tree, I produce this very succulent, sweet, beautiful fruit because of the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. The most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Do you know the reason? I'll give the reason why the orange looks like an oval thing. Why the shape structure of the orange is oval. That is the signature of the Holy Quran. Letter Q in the alphabet of A, B, C, D. Letter Q means Quran, the most holy, eternal, living book, which Allah displays on the horizons as living columns of clouds. Living columns of clouds on every, whatever, on the horizon, east to west, north to west, east to west, north to south, as proof and evidence that the Holy Quran, which is that Mother Planet Earth, is also was created using the very, very beautiful whatever of the Holy Quran. That's why it's oval. And then when Allah finished creating Mother Planet Earth, he embroidered the eternal holy living Quran. So as a memory feature of whatever that Mother Planet Earth produces, it reflects every memory signature of the whole of letter Q. That is to say that Islam, whatever statement in the Holy Quran, is beautiful. Whatever statement, whatever holy word of the Holy Quran, that if you are to read the Holy Quran, whatever word is in the Holy Quran is very, very beautiful. Never alter it and never change it. Never alter any word in the Holy Quran to suit your desires. That way, if you do, you will be a people committing injustices, raping your dignities, raping your souls, raping your own brains, raping your own heart, raping your own house, let alone raping someone, but raping yourselves as individuals. So keep the Holy Quran and this most holy, beautiful message in it clean, free of words of fitna. Men who say we are Malabos, they add words in the Holy Quran, they say, we are Malabos, we are descendant. They add things that they entice men into corruption of their own minds. So that way, we are looking at health and how beautiful it is for a mother to understand. If a mother knows the true religion from which she was created, she'll be able to look after her children in a very, very beautiful way. And those children, if they are healthy, the society will be healthy too. That's why I said, children, mothers should be the only representatives of every, who sits in every Senate, in every parliament, in every whatever parliament on this planet, even in the UN. There should be no man in the UN. The only job which can give the man is to clean the streets, sweep the streets, because that way, if your streets are clean, dear women too will kind of walk in a very attractive way. But if you say, we are the boss, we manufacture the nuclear warheads, we manufacture the assault rifles, when someone is gunned in a super mall or a shopping mall, then the boys, they say, they stammer like barking dogs. I don't like that. I don't like stammering in the eloquent dog language. Someone is sure. You would have made a decision. If you are a man, give that power to the mother. Who knows that you shouldn't manufacture weapons on this planet? You shouldn't amass weapons of mass destruction on this planet. My people, I just wanted to show you that there was today, that is a part of our investment. Me, I'm an investor. I'm very, very oldest tree in the Amazon. I wouldn't tell you where it is exactly. But every time and time again, I kind of look up and say, these boys woke up or no. I'll carry some whatever and throw some fruits and seeds. If they one of those seeds, maybe you can plant it somewhere else. And like that, Maybe. But I always tell you, plant trees. Plant trees whichever way you can. If you are to eat an orange today and took 3 seeds and then you prepare to plant them next week or the week after, you are helping the environment to kind of cope with whatever. But if you say you eat an orange and you don't give a damn, I say me, I don't give a damn. I can easily dance with the. I used to dance. If I dance in the heat, I can as well as dance in the rain. If I dance in the rain, I can as well as dance in the heat. Which one do you prefer? Dancing in the heat or dancing in the rain? Beautiful day. Happy birthday to every newborn baby child around the world, the baby girls, and happy birthday to all baby boys born today. My name is Mother Nature. My name is in the environment. My name is Dawood, the climate sing-a-song. Climate global warming #1 heat is not good, either in the kitchen, or in the dining table, or in the bathroom. Whichever way, #1 climate change, global warming. I think you better wise up, human beings. Plant trees. Do plant trees. Do not be stupid men who are terrorists to the environment. If you're a terrorist to the environment, you're a terrorist to your own kitchen, your own bathroom, your own brain. Because if you haven't eaten for 5 days, and you are saying, I had an idea. Yes, it's you who is in the wrong. Me, I never put my foot wrong. And I said to you, you can run if you start planting trees. Maybe we get there, because as I usually say, you can run, but you never outpace me. If you plant trees, yes, you will not outpace me. You will come and say, let's dance, the real dance, the good heart dance. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion. So look in the mirror, mama, and try to pass a law and throw these boys, men out of parliament or Senate, and make a UN whatever that every man should always look around, sweeping the streets of the nations, not to sit in to make these decisions regarding health, because when they do, the decision they make is to produce weapons. Mothers, they produce milk for their babies in their breasts. They produce milk in their babies. How beautiful that is. How beautiful it is for a mother to produce milk for her baby. If you have to make a political statement in the parliament, to be like that of the great lady Margaret Thatcher. Women are not for turning. Women are not for turning. If you were to go back and examine that statement, that's why you have a very, very beautiful toddler, smiling, jumping, running from one room to the other, saying, Mommy, Mommy, Mom. When she's growing up, I tell her, women are not for turning. We are the iron ladies. We are what made this planet. Used to be very nice, but these days, men, when they took the whatever, they produced weapons of mass destruction. When I walk on the wall streets of New York, or when I'm in the shopping mall, I'm looking on my back. Who is there? He's got an assault rifle. Who is there? He's got an assault rifle. Who is there? He's got an assault rifle in the jungle of New York. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a beautiful day.